How's it going, DC Wolf and Ebony Butler, PhD? Everybody else, red, yellow, and green. Traffic lights. All of the lights. CEO Nicole Shauna. Resilient Lady Boss. Good morning, Dr. Butler. Sweet and low, good to see you in here. Plan Perfect, good to see you. Jerron. Dab. Look at my dab. Look at my dab. Look at my dab. Getting there. Look at my dab. That's right. All of the lights. Good to see you guys. Good morning. Thanks for jumping in here real quickly. I just want to say hello. But I got more. Daphne saying hello from St. Thomas Virgin Islands. Good to see you, Resilient Boss. I'm sure the weather there is amazing. I'm having a great time there. That's awesome. Georgie, events planner from South Africa. That's awesome. That's right. I think I've seen you before, Georgie. South Africa. What city in South Africa? Do me a favor, guys. There's some people here who are new. I'm not really sure who they are. Do me a favor and put a 1 in the chat box if you are new. And then the second thing I asked you to do is let me know where you're coming in from. Yes, I can only imagine the Virgin Islands has amazing weather right now. Let me know where you're coming in from, just for a few seconds. Hey, Marcel Andreas. He's coming in from Germany. That's my dude. You can check him out on Twitter and also on Instagram. Yeah, let me know where you're coming in from while you're in here. Let's see. Is the sound, everything clear? Is the picture clear as well? Raleigh, North Carolina, good to see you. It's my first time in here. You're in Indiana. Okay, awesome. Mississippi. All right, from Atlanta, the hot Atlanta. Bayode from Toronto. I'm from Toronto, born and raised. Victoria James is in the UK, of course. Planner Perfect from Nebraska. Good to see you guys in here. This is amazing. Everything is good. Awesome. Everything is good. Awesome. Thank you. Do me a huge favor, too. I'm seeing a lot of new people in Vietnam. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Good to see you from Vietnam. Great to see you. Good morning, Style Storing. That's Catherine. Good to see you. Chattanooga. Love it. Never been to Chattanooga. I heard it's beautiful. And other parts of Tennessee are, too. Thank you, Catherine, for inviting people. I got to ask you guys a huge favor. I ask you guys 2 things and 2 things only. If you like my scopes, if you're familiar with some of the things that I do, if you like the title of this scope, I ask you to do me a huge favor and invite your friends and followers and share this broadcast. You can swipe up, swipe right. I don't know, depending on what phone you have and what you're doing. Hey, Beth Hoover, 1, good to see you. Ginger Latte, good to see you, Ginger. And I know Ginger's coming from the DMV area. Beth Hoover, I forgot where Beth Hoover is coming in from, but do me a favor, swipe right, swipe left, whatever you need to do. Share the broadcast, bring in your friends and followers. Good morning, DMT Boston. Danielle, from the Boston area. Good to see you, Juicy Fruit. Dallas, Texas. That's awesome. I love Dallas. I mentioned this before. I spent about a month with a client in Carrollton, Addison, Farmers Branch, kind of like on that general area, northwest of Dallas. So invite your friends and followers. Dunham Springs, Louisiana. Never heard of it, but it's awesome. That's awesome. Stanford, New York. Red, yellow, and green. Love it. There's north there. Okay. I think I had a friend in, I forgot the name of the place. I forgot the name of the city, but I almost went there to visit them. Yes, thank you for sharing your friends and followers. So the point is this. When you invite people into a scope, you're bringing people in because you believe that the message you're about to receive is important to you and you want them to get going. So that's mainly why I do what I do. So for those who don't know who I am, there are a lot of new people who are in this scope. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ebongeka. I am a certified public accountant in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, The No Business Plan. I don't think I have a copy with me here. Actually, I do. I always do. Miami, Florida. Love Miami. That's the copy of the business book, Start Me Up, The No Business Plan. Hey, Don, good to see you in here, my friend. And so, published, bestseller in the U.S., also published in Indonesia. You can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Kindle, the Nook. In addition, you can also get it from me as well if you wanted to get a copy. Just little tidbit. StartMeUpBook.com. Now, today there's 3 steps. Atlanta politics. That's I am in Washington, D.C. I'm also the founder of Economics, where we focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money. Good to see you, Gerald. Thanks for coming on the Blab last night. Your mission, mindset, and money. So Economics is my consultancy where we work with small businesses with their ideas, take their ideas and formulate them into products, as well as teach them how to set their pricing, raise their pricing, so they can maximize their profits. That makes sense. Now today I want to talk to you a little bit about the 3-plan that I got this from Ivan Raikling. I did a blab last night. I was interviewed by him last night, and it was phenomenal. But he shared 3 words, 3 main ways, and he's a former Green Beret, former military, and you got to understand, when you're in the Green Beret, it's another level of discipline. It's another level of experience. It's another level of fortitude and being able to go through that kind of work in that kind of environment. So it's not like in the standard regular people walking around. When you're in the Green Berets, you're on another level, okay? Especially in the military, special forces type people. But there's 3 words that he shared with me last night that I believe they're his words. And again, I'm not trying to take them. I want to be very clear. He's literally going to use this and hopefully do something with it. But the 3 words that he talked about, you can apply this to almost anything in life, whether it's business, whether it's relationships, whether it's anything you're trying to accomplish in your life, you can apply this. The first is ends. ENDS, ends. Okay? And by ends, he basically means the ends is, what is the end result? What is your end game? What does the end look like for you? And I always do this with visualization. When I played professional basketball in Europe, or when I've done anything else that's further out in the future, I always visualize what that looks like to me. I visualize living the place I want to live, driving the car I want to drive, doing the things that I want to do, and saying the things that I want to say. And as a result, it starts to create the pathway networks in your brain to make it possible. So you have to have the end in mind. I'm doing a speech tomorrow at a conference in New Jersey where I'm going to be talking about starting with the end in mind. And I'll be teaching a bunch of people about this. And the key is this. You have to start with the end in mind. What does your business look like? What kind of revenues will you have and after what period? What are you trying to accomplish? What will your book look like? Are you trying to write a book? Are you trying to start something new? Is there a new product you're trying to offer? What will that look like? See, the thing is, if you don't know where your destination is, you'll never know how to get there. That makes sense. So the first is the ends. You have to have the ends. Laura Husson's in the house. Taj Cosmetic. Arvin Poole. Thank you guys. I got 3 powerhouses in here as well. I have a whole periscope full of powerhouses. Thank you so much for being in here. Laura Husson's in the UK. Amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. She's an amazing wife, mother, business owner. She helps you brand with websites. She's phenomenal in that space. You can go check her out. Totally Laura. Her scopes are phenomenal. She'd been gone for a minute because she just had a baby, but she's back. And so she's killing it online. And, I'm a huge fan of hers. So the fact that she's in here, I'm humbled. Thank you so much. You can check her out. So the first is the ends. Second is the means. Okay. So it's ends, means. What is means? What does that entail? The means is, do you have, yes, I am Cheap's also in here. Sorry, I got distracted. I got Matt Crane also. Matt Crane's phenomenal. I love that dude. He is a executive. He's a coach as well. He works with Coach Burt as well. Phenomenal guy. I'm so happy. Yes, I am Cheap also is phenomenal too. She killed, over $50,000 worth of debt in less than 18 months. Phenomenal personal finance stories that she has on her blog. Yes, I am Cheap. She has income producing some stuff, and she also talks about financial planning and financial saving money and that kind of stuff. So go check her out. So I love Matt Crane. He's from Southern Tennessee. He's an Alabama Crimson Tide fan, doing phenomenal things on Periscope to push you and make you do your best. So the first one was ends. The second one is means. Means is very simple. Do you have the resources it takes to get you to where the end is supposed to be? Do you have the resource? So if you're trying to go to another city, say for example, I live in DC and I'm trying to get to Baltimore. Do I have the resources to get me to Baltimore? Do I have the money to get me to Baltimore? Do I have the car? Do I have the money to buy a plane ticket, a train ticket? Whatever it is I need to take to get there. Do I have the means? And so a lot of people struggle because they don't have the means. Resources and support you have. Exactly, Glenn. I love it. So you gotta look and do some inventory. Do I have the money that I need to do something? Do I have the experience I need to do something? It can be something as simple as I need to get some skills. I need to skill up in a particular area. I want to say, for example, using websites. I want to do websites, but I don't know anything about websites. It's going to be very hard, very difficult to have a profitable business without having the skills that you're trying to sell, right? And so the goal is this. You have to do some inventory and look at yourself. Do I have the means? If you're trying to start the next big.com and you don't have $5 million to start your business, you're going to have to look for something else or go get the $5 million. But at the end of the day, you have to find out how to get the resources. Do you have the means to get there, right? I meet so many, in addition to what I'm doing tomorrow, I'm speaking. I also had to do a business plan competition. I participated in it, where I was literally one of the judges, and I reviewed business plans. I did all this stuff, and it was very, very simple. Hey, what's going on, Austin? It was very, very simple. The thing is that what I realized is a lot of people who were there had these dreams of what they wanted to do, but they didn't have the money. Banks aren't giving money. Tara Jams is here. Banks aren't giving you money. Investors aren't really investing unless they kind of know who you are. So you have to understand that if you don't have the resources or don't know how to get the resources, you may be in trouble, right? Oh, thank you so much, Austin. And the last is ends, means, and ways. Yes, ways. The way is very simple, okay? The way is very simple. It's how am I going to get there? What does my roadmap look like? Again, it's a combination of visualization, visualizing what that looks like to you. And the second thing is, what does that roadmap look like? Yes, and Danielle always calls me the ways of life, so I really appreciate that. You know, the app, the ways. I'll talk with angel investors with my project. It's a tough world. It is a tough world. I know, Laura. Let's totally connect. Let's DM each other on Twitter. Let's try and connect and see how I can help you. And we can help each other. That'd be awesome. Okay, so they're going through with ways. Ways is literally having the path, you know, and having the path of life. How do I get to where I need to go? How do I get to that level? What does my plan look like? I'm not saying a traditional business plan. I'm just saying a plan in general. A lot of entrepreneurs I speak with and talk to, they have no idea where they want to go. They have no idea how to get there, and they have no idea what they need to get there. That is a recipe for disaster. So if I'm going to sum this up for you guys really quickly, it's ends, means, and ways. The ends. Do you know what the end looks like to you? What does the end look like to you? What is that business? What is that website? What is that the relationship? Whatever it is in life, what does it look like to you? If you don't know, if you're not clear and specific in what it looks like, there is absolutely almost no way that it will become a reality for you. The second is the means. Do you have the resources? If you don't, do you know how to get the resources? If you can't, do you know who can work with you so they can get you the resources? If you don't have the goals, at least set standards. Exactly. You got to set something. There has to be some bar, some measurable bar. Okay? And that's the key. But when it comes to means, if you don't have the resources, you need to figure out how to get them, or figure out how to start something that doesn't require as many resources. Does that make sense? So maybe you want to do something in a pharmaceutical space. You want to create a drug. That's not going to happen unless you have billions of dollars. So what can I do instead? Maybe I can go into pharmaceutical sales. Maybe I can go into another area that's kind of close to that allows me to figure out how eventually I can jump and leap and meet the right people to build that relationship where I can get the access to the resources. Maybe my business, I need to start my business without having to go get a $100,000 bank loan because no one's lending money. But after starting my business and starting out slow, I can build a relationship with a bank manager who will in turn eventually lend me $100,000. Find somebody who has the expertise. Exactly, Georgie. That's even better. Find somebody who has the expertise and then work with them. Only thing I'm lacking is funds. Working on it, but great reminder. Hey, man, Austin, it's the truth. The thing is, it's a sell job, so you have to sell everything every single day. You're selling your relationship, you're selling who you are, you're selling your expertise. When it comes to getting money, I'll tell you a quick story. So the reason why I wrote this book, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan, is because I was writing business plans for years during the .com days. I used to pitch Sequoia Capital. I pitched some of the big VCs. I got access to some of the local state funds. I pitched all these people. I pitched demo. And to get into demo. But the thing I realized was this. I pitched lots of VCs and they weren't going to give me money. And a lot of times is one, I didn't have the relationship and they didn't see the vision of the idea. And again, maybe, look, I'm saying this in a mean way. Everybody needs that they're willing to pay for. Everybody needs something exactly. Everybody needs something they're willing to pay for. Exactly. And so for me, I started realizing that I need to start something where there's like not much of a reliance on a large capital inlay. So someone really has to trust you to either lend or invest. That's basically it. And that happens a lot more when you have a relationship already built. Relationship equity is real. Exactly, volumizer. Exactly right. That's it. Relationship equity is huge. And so that's the means. The last one is the ways. How am I going to get there? I got a demo, amazing visuals, any other tips when I meet with angels. Austin, here's a tip with angels. You have to show them a multitude of things. The first you got to be able to show them is how are you going to make money? What's your revenue model? And your revenue model should almost always be predicated on the pain of the customer. And the pain of the customer has to be so great that they're willing to give you money in exchange for your product or your service. Can't burn bridges. You see what I'm saying? So first thing is and the second thing is you have to be able to explain to the angel how they will get their money. And why in a plausible sense. Not saying something like it's going to exit in 10 years or we're going to get bought by Google, because you don't know any of those things, or we're going to get bought by somebody else. You got to say, look, this is how it's going to happen. I have this widget. There are a lot of people who need this widget because if they don't have this widget, they'll have a certain amount of pain or setbacks or whatever else. And this widget or this service solves that particular problem. And how do I know that? I've tested it out. I've done this. I've ran some studies. I got 100 people, something like that. And then eventually I've gotten like maybe 2, 3, I got like 10 customers or something to that effect. And then from there, you say, look, I know it's scalable. The thing I need now is revenue so I can fill the purchase orders. I need revenue so I can build the model out, broader, and I can bring in some additional help and be able to, exactly, scalability is key. And so when I can do all those things, then my goal is to pay your money back plus, a 5-time return or whatever else. But you got to be able to explain those things to the average angel. Because the average angel has extra money laying around because of a big event they went through. Maybe they sold a company and have like a couple $1 million and they can give you $50,000. But they want to know that there's a model that's scalable because they want to be able to get their money out and get a return for it. Princeton Club. Princeton Club. Must be nice, Sandy. Princeton Club. Drinking tea. I'm totally kidding with you. I'm no angel. Clearly explain and not all over the place. That's key for an angel. So if you're meeting with an angel, you got to be able to share with them the revenue model, why it makes money. You got to be able to explain to them how they're getting their money back. You got to be able to explain to them the market, the size of the market, and not just say we're going to get 5% of a $10 billion market. Everybody says that. If we can only get 0.1% out of a $10 billion, all those things I used to hear when I talk to other VCs, they're telling me I don't want to hear that crap. Most people have great relationships. That's awesome. And like everything in life, you got to be able to answer the simple question, what's in it for me? That's what everybody, when you deal with somebody, you got to be able to answer that question. So the last one is the ways. If you don't have the path of what your path looks like, if you don't know how to get there, it won't matter. There are people I meet all the time who want to start a business, have no idea that they need to, form an entity and go through a certain path to determine what they need to do. And because of that, they're stuck. But the thing about the internet is there's information everywhere. Everybody has access to it. So, thank you so much, Totally Laura. I really appreciate that. And so I want to encourage you today. I got this from Ivan Raiklen. You can go check him out on Twitter and also on Instagram. His name is in the title. Again, I did a blab with him last night. There should probably be a link out there for a while. Look for the blab. It was very interesting, very inspiring. I got really excited, as you can tell. The bigger thing I wanted to share was this. Ends means ways. That's the surefire way. If you don't get anything else from me, at all the scopes that I do, you gotta check out Ends, Means, and Ways. Yes, the book. Thank you so much, Sandy, for the reminder. So, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan. Literally, it's an easier way to get your business started without a business plan. So, if you want, thank you so much. Yeah, startmeupbook.com. Thank you so much, Lo. So, if you have an idea for a business and you're stuck, automatically, yeah, that was you. I just saw that. If you have an idea for a business and you're stuck, you automatically can go through this and focus on the 4 major areas that you need to focus on when you want to start a business. Here are the 4 areas. I'll show you this. Yeah, it was totally Laura. The 4 areas, and here it is. The 4 areas is simple. It's structure, strategy, systems, and sales. Structure is solving a problem, right? That somebody has. Most businesses exist because they solve problems. So you have to be able to identify a problem that you want to solve, and it's important enough that somebody wants to pay you. And then the other one is structure. Strategy is pricing. Most people struggle because pricing doesn't work for them. They're not charging enough money for the products and services. They feel bad for pricing a certain way. And as Sandy knows, I am the prince of pricing. That's what I am. I work with small businesses about their pricing models or pricing structure and find ways to raise it by creating, by turning you into authority and positioning you a certain way. Everyone's prices are too low. Exactly. Hey, Don Britta. Check out Don Britta. I love his scopes. He does a lot of, lead generation stuff. Phenomenal guy. I think he's in the beverage industry. One of the largest distributors or something like that, something to that effect. I can't remember. Forgive me for that. But he's phenomenal, so check him out. Yes, 99% of pricing is mindset. What's going on, Kara Allen? Yeah, Carrie Allen's in the DC area. She's a style consultant. Check her out as well. She has Chatty Patty Scopes. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, check her out too. She's really cool. So yeah, I'm in prison pricing because I help people with their pricing. Chatty Party, that's it. Chatty Party. Sorry. I help people set their pricing. What's going on, Costa Connie? What's the best way to schedule a 30-minute call with you? Austin, send me an email at Constantina. Send me an email at info@ebongeka.com. See you later, Tori Laura. I'll reach out to you. Info at ebongeka.com. So INFO and then my username. EBONG. Here it is. Perfect. That's it, Austin. That is perfect. That is it. So guys, where my mornings. Oh, that's crazy. I'm sorry about that, Georgie. Hopefully you can catch the replay. Guys, do me a huge favor. If anything I'm saying to you resonates, I will set you straight. Thank you, Ginger. I will set you. I'll just tell you like it is. Because there are people right now who say something's not of value, but those same people will go pay $700 for a pair of shoes. They'll go pay $1,000 for a purse, $10,000 for a purse, right? Oh, that's awesome. It's also in Canada too, Austin. You can go to Chapters. You can get online at Chapters. So it's also published in Canada as well, Austin. That's awesome. They'll go buy $1,000 purse, but they won't spend $300 to take a course or a program. They won't spend $15 to buy a book that can actually help them solve a problem that's even bigger. There's so many things that people they don't see the value per se. So you have to see value in the things. If you can provide value to somebody, they will give you money in exchange for it. So that's plain simple. If you want a signed copy from me, you can go to startmeupbook.com in the US, if you're in the US. I did. I had to. I felt bad about, I didn't feel bad shaming you, but I mean, we gotta get your pricing up because you have so much value for what you're doing. There's no reason why you should give it away. We always feel like we need to charge less because people can't afford it. But see, there you go, Austin. That's awesome. You sold your dirt bike for one-on-one personal development. That's it. That's it. That's it. That makes perfect sense because you saw the value of who you're going to be. Or pay a stylist to learn how to shop for themselves. Exactly, Kara. That's awesome. I totally agree. If you want to get a signed copy of the book, go to startmeupbook.com. Only in the U.S. The main reason is because if you're overseas, it costs a lot of money to ship. It'll cost almost as much money for the book as it does to ship it to you. So, the price in there for the shipping is for U.S. domestic. So if U.S. domestic, go ahead and pick up a copy. If you are foreign, do me a favor and, it costs like $10, $12 to ship this to UK and other parts of Europe and everywhere else. So, thanks so much, guys. If you want to pick up a copy, go to startmeupbook.com. I'll send you a signed copy of literally this book and put a little personalized message on the inside of it. Again, if you have an idea for a business, you're trying to grow your business, this helps you. We'll talk about sales. We talk about the importance of structure. We talk about the importance of setting your prices a certain way, and I write it in a way that actually teaches. It's kind of the way I talk. Obviously, it's written well, but it's kind of the way I talk. So that's a great opportunity for you to start your business and get your financial lives going. Guys, have a great Thursday. We're almost there. How much is the book? I'm in Germany. Violetta Stupar. The book is $16 US, but the shipping to send it to Germany will be a little bit more expensive. So if you want to buy a copy from me, do me a favor and send me an email to info@ebongeka.com so I can send you an invoice. And the reason is because if you buy it on the site, I won't be able to ship it to you because it'll cost $15 to ship the book. And you would have paid $18, and then I would have paid an additional $15. I'd lose money sending you the book. So, do me a favor and send me an email. I'll send you a quick invoice, and then we'll be able to, I'll figure out what the shipping is, and I'll be able to send you a copy. So, you can also get it on the Kindle and the Nook. I am also on Catch. It's info@ebongeka.com. I'm on Catch, but for not for very long. I think for the next month or so, and I'm going to get rid of it, and then and save all my broadcasts. Jets fan, good to see you, Brandon. Thanks for jumping in on the blab last night. I appreciate it. All right, guys, gotta go. Have an amazing